And here we go with another episode of the Love Not Fear podcast. I'm David and I'm here with Eduard. And today we're talking about,
Can't versus won't.
right, how
Play
about
with
you?
that. Does it ring a bell? Do you know the difference between can't versus won't?
Could you explain how you see it?
Ooh, I kind of thought that you would take it away straight away, but as I would say it, maybe it has to do with what you tell yourself, your limiting beliefs. And I think I definitely want to touch up on what how you use your core values in creating what you should do or you shouldn't do, and create some thoughts about that.
Yeah,
So
like the first thing that comes to mind is like, I shouldn't do or should do or have to, from an NLP, neuro linguistic programming standpoint, I either want to do things or I do not want to do things, right? So and what you said with core values or mission and vision, I won't do a lot of things because they're not in line with my core values or with my mission and vision or with my 90-day plan or my goals. Because, like, once you have set up these things and you really plan your life and, have like a straight course, it becomes much easier to say no to things, like things that I won't do because I'm already preoccupied with like doing something that's pretty cool.
yeah, what really came to mind, or what I really started believing in, is having a good idea about your personal beliefs, or having your what you call a North Star, your core values. If you if you know them by heart, if you can easily reproduce them, that'll give you a lot of direction. If it's on the want of should or shouldn't do, or want or won't, so it
Mhm.
doesn't. It gives you a sense of direction about the pace and where you want to go, which makes it easier to trickle down even to the smaller tasks in your agenda. If we look at it more from a business point of view, what are the $10 per hour jobs that you shouldn't be doing? What are the $1,000 jobs that you still be able to delegate maybe? And what are the things that you really should be doing that you might not feel like? So this weekend somebody told me a great expression. I have not heard it. He mentioned Ayel from Israel. He mentioned the word Goya. I said Goya. He said in your plans you definitely need some Goya. So what is Goya? He said, get off your ass. So
I
all
thought
the
some
all the good,
Israeli thing, but like that.
all the good intentions. I think that what is one of, besides limiting belief systems, is also get actionable. And yeah, the way to do that is, for me, what really works, if I tell it to other people what I'm working on. And every time, and maybe the third or the fourth time I've told it, maybe I tell a better version of it in more concise words that'll give me the create a path in my head to go there. So
Yeah, I think it's crucial to share the things that you're doing with others. A, for accountability. B, you may inspire people. C, maybe they give you critical feedback and like, hey, is this really the right thing to do? Like also with business ideas, you don't want to do this in the vacuum. You want to just like put this out there to get feedback from
yeah.
people around you.
Let's go one step back to what the strategies and tools you can use to change a mindset about can't versus won't. Otherwise, we drift off the topic straight away.
It's true. Uh, I can't. I think there's very few things that I can't do. I think like, oh, I can't do this is like disempowering, versus I won't do this because I do not want to do this, or it's not in line with what I want to do. Yes.
And are you a kind of person that keeps a list of maybes, like a someday list, or
I
is that
I I
distracting?
I have like in my core values is like if it's a hell, either it's a hell yes or it's a fuck no. So it's but I still keep a list of ideas to go through and to just kind of have them. and maybe the time is not right for something, but I definitely keep like a maybe or at some point list, because in the future maybe this idea becomes and a hell yes at
Yeah.
some point.
So let's say I want to start learning to play the guitar, and I've been playing with the idea, and then nothing happens that really triggers me to do some Goya. So how does that work for you? For if I don't want it bad enough, nothing is going to happen.
Yeah, I'm very conscious about these things. So I have like my definite 90-day goals, and then I have like tactics on how I'm going to achieve these goals. For example, getting down to losing some weight. I want to lose some weight for quite some time, kind of like be happy without a shirt on. It's like kind of like the tagline. But it didn't happen. I did not go, yeah, I did not get off my ass. But then once I had like a definite goal, for example, running the Bodrum half marathon, then there was like some purpose behind it.
Yeah.
And a real why. For example, if you want to have $1 million in your bank account, this will not get you off your ass necessarily because it's just a number. But if you want to pay off your mom's house, then you have like a way stronger connection to this versus just, so it's, I think if you can tie things to a really good reason, then you should only do things where you have a really good reason
Yeah.
to. It Yeah, so this is like how it works for me. If I'm conscious about like, is this really something I really really want? Is there like a why behind this?
Yeah.
And then it's fairly simple to take action, and go into this direction.
Yeah. For me, what really works is allocating a time and a place. So routines have worked greatly for me. And the other thing, the motivator is when you stick to it, when you put in some oomph for a while, you see the small result. And if you zoom out a little, the small results aren't often that small result. They are pretty amazing. So amazing stuff. They're like compound isn't interest. And that I see it work in other areas as well. So I think if I can tackle this problem by giving it a time and a place, then it works for other areas in my life as well. The other day when we did the podcast about you saying you're allocating time to worry about something, I practice with that, and wow, it's been a game changer. I want to thank you for that, because what happened is I now know that I'll allocate some time and worrying, but I do it in a time when I have the right energy to do it, and that I can take action. So it's not like, okay, I have this problem, and when am I going to deal with it? So to be honest, I was very skeptical why you said it. It cannot be that simple. But damn, I don't want to say it's from 0 to 100%, but it definitely helps to allocate some time to do your worrying, and definitely helps to allocate some time to do your workouts in certain places, certain time zones, times.
Actually, my wife sent me something about the worrying yesterday. A quote. Let me find it real quick. She said, "Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but never gets you anywhere. So
Yeah,
it's not moving. But if you actually
yeah.
have worry time, the concept is that
Ooh,
you sit down and you think about like, what can you do that actually changes your
yeah.
situation. How can you get
You,
off your
you know,
ass and
you
do
know
something?
what you just did, David. You circled right back into the law of not fear, the common denominator, the common theme of these podcasts. So thank you for that. So we decided not to make these too long. So what would be the key takeaway of today? What can we chew on a little?
I'm kind of reintroduce. I think the worry time. If you have not done that, and if you worry, if you don't want to do the rocking chair of worrying and not getting anywhere,
Yeah,
a
it's
call to action.
can't versus won't is also not a matter of semantics. It's a matter of choice. I think once you realize that you have a power to choose, that you always have choice. Am I going to do something with this topic, this shiny new thing, this problem, or am I not? And circling right back to the core values, that should always be your metric to say yes, actionable, do it right now, priority. versus, okay, cannot be done. Am I still enthusiastic about it in a little while? So,
Actually, I have an idea. The action is define your core values if you have not. And I create a ChatGPT script that makes it easy for you to get a draft of your core values. And we will add this to lovenotfear.com/core values. And you can get this there. And we'll also include the link in the show notes.
okay, cool. That's it for today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you
Bye.
next time.